There are two things that most people would like most of, and I'd like to think this is universal: time and money. In today's YouTube video, I'd like to talk about time and the top time management tips for construction professionals like yourself. I mean, don't we all want more time, especially if you're in this industry? I get it, you struggle with so many projects that have different deadlines, costs, and people involved. So for today, I'm hoping that these time management strategies will help you streamline your jobs, your bookkeeping, and your life in general, so you can focus on the things that matter most to you. Ready to dive in? Let's get to it. Number 1, prioritize like a pro. One of the most effective ways to manage your time is to prioritize your tasks. It's not enough to just work hard, you have to work smart. Knowing which tasks are crucial and hitting them first is the game changer. Let's break this down with an example. Suppose you're in the middle of a busy construction season and you're juggling multiple projects. You've got an urgent client meeting at 10 a.m., a team waiting on your decision at a job site, and a pile of invoices that need to be processed by the end of the day. It's tempting to dive into whichever task feels the most pressing at the moment, but that's where prioritizing comes in. Here's how to do it, in my opinion. Make a top to-do list. Start your day by listing out everything that needs to be tackled, from client meetings to job site duties to bookkeeping tasks. Identify high priority tasks. Look at your list and figure out which tasks are mission critical. These are the ones that, if you don't do today, will have the most significant negative impact on your business. Think of things like urgent project deadlines or a client meeting that could seal the deal. And if you are a visual person, use the Eisenhower matrix. This tool can help you sort tasks into 4 quadrants based on urgency and importance. Tackle the urgent and important tasks first. Let's say you have a client meeting scheduled at 10 a.m. to finalize a bid for a big project. Meanwhile, your team is waiting for instructions at the job site, and you've got invoices that need to be processed by the end of the day. In this scenario, prioritize the client meeting because securing that project is critical for your business revenue. After the meeting, head to the job site, give your team clear instructions, and finally set aside time later in the day to tackle the invoices. I know it all sounds simple, but we don't prioritize and plan. Sometimes we run into big issues and later on think, what went wrong? So this approach not only helps you stay organized, but also keeps you focused on what truly matters. Number 2, set bookkeeping time blocks. Trying to squeeze in bookkeeping tasks whenever you have a spare moment is really a recipe for disaster. This approach often leads to sloppy record keeping, which can cause significant problems down the road. So instead, set specific times dedicated solely to bookkeeping. Here's how to do it. Block out time, reserve specific times each day or week for financial tasks, and treat them like any other important meeting or project deadline. Put it on your calendar. Avoid peak hours. Choose times when you're less likely to be interrupted. Early mornings or late afternoons works well for many people. Stick to a routine. Consistency is the key when it comes to bookkeeping. By managing it regularly, like a part of your schedule, you'll prevent financial tasks from piling up and becoming overwhelming and not talking to your bookkeeper. Imagine you're a contractor who's been struggling with keeping your financial records in order. You've been trying to fit in bookkeeping whenever you have a free moment, but it's just not working. Invoices are late and your cash flow is suffering. So to fix this, you decide to set aside, let's say, every Friday afternoon from 2 to 4 p.m. During this time, you turn off your phone, close your email, and focus solely on your finances. You review all the upcoming invoices, update your expense records, prepare for your upcoming week. After a few weeks of sticking to this routine, you notice that your financial records are more accurate, you're catching errors before they become problems, and you feel less stressed about your finances. This habit not only keeps your books in order, but also frees up mental space so you're not consistently worrying about your finances. Number 3, delegate and outsource. Of course, you can't do it all yourself, especially if your goal is to scale and if your business is already growing. If you try, you're setting yourself up for early burnout. So delegating tasks to your team or a contractor and outsourcing when necessary helps you focus on what you do best which is running your construction projects. Here's how to do it. Identify tasks to delegate. Start by listing tasks that can be handed off to others. These might include administrative, data entry, bookkeeping. Hire a bookkeeper. If you're spending too much time on payroll, it might be time to hire a part-time bookkeeper or use a remote bookkeeping service. This helps with accuracy and efficiency while freeing up your time. Or train your team. Investing in your team's development pays off in the long run by creating a more capable and independent workforce. Train them to handle specific tasks well. It will reduce your workload. Let's say you're managing a growing construction business and you're spending more and more time on admin tasks, especially payroll. It's eating into the time you need to be on site or meeting with clients. So you decide to hire a part-time bookkeeper who specializes in construction businesses. Yep, that's me. The bookkeeper takes over payroll, invoicing, and tracking expenses, job costing, which frees up 10 hours a week. With those kind of hours, you can now focus on getting new clients and managing your projects more effectively. So within a few months, not only has your stress levels decreased, but your business has grown because you've had the time to bring in more work and manage it better. Delegating and outsourcing isn't just about lightening your load. It's about strategically growing your business by focusing on what you do best and growing your good team. Number 4, streamline your workflows. Workflows are savers. They help reduce task switching and minimize interruptions, which means you get more done in less time. So here's how to do it. Group similar tasks by batching them together. It minimizes context switching, which is a major time waster. For example, set aside specific times for phone calls, emails, and financial tasks. Use checklists for routine tasks. That helps make sure that nothing gets missed. Implement SOPs, standard operating procedures, for common tasks is another way to boost your efficiency. They ensure consistency, make it easier to train new team members, and to outsource. Imagine you're running multiple construction projects and your day is filled with constant interruptions. Phone calls, emails, questions from your team, and meetings. You find yourself jumping from one task to the other, which is exhausting and very inefficient. So to streamline your workflow, you start by grouping similar tasks together. You decide that you'll handle all phone calls and emails during specific blocks of time, say 9 a.m. till 11 a.m., and again from 3 to 5. You also create a checklist for your morning routine, which includes checking on your site progress, reviewing the day's schedule, and preparing for any sort of meetings. Additionally, you implement SOPs for tasks like ordering materials, processing invoices, and conducting safety checks. Now, whenever a new team member joins, they can follow those SOPs, freeing up your time from having to train them on every little detail. This kind of approach not only makes your day more manageable, but also increases your productivity because you're not constantly switching gears. Number 5, set realistic deadlines. That really helps you stay on track. Unrealistic deadlines can lead to so much stress and a drop in productivity. Here's how to do it. Break down tasks into smaller, manageable steps, each with its own deadline. This makes even the most horrifying tasks feel more achievable. Always include buffer time in your schedule to accommodate any sort of unexpected delays or issues. This ensures that you're not constantly scrambling to meet any sort of deadlines. And clearly communicate deadlines to your team and clients to keep everyone on the same page. When everyone is aligned, projects run smoothly, and you can avoid last-minute surprises. Let's say you're working on a large renovation project that's expected to take 3 months. Instead of setting one final deadline for the entire project, you break it down into weekly milestones with specific deadlines. For example, week 1 might be dedicated to demolition, week 2 to framing, week 3 to plumbing, and so on. You also account for buffer time by adding an extra day to each milestone for unforeseen issues like bad weather or delayed materials. Throughout the project, you keep your team and clients informed about progress and any sort of adjustments to the schedule. By setting those realistic deadlines and good communication, you not only keep the projects on track, but also reduce stress and maintain high quality of work. Number 6, take care of yourself. The oxygen mask principle applies here. You can't take care of your business if you're not taking care of yourself first. When you're physically, emotionally, and mentally well, you're better equipped to show up as a leader for your team and clients. Here's how to do it. Schedule breaks. Even short breaks throughout the day can make a big difference in your energy levels and focus. Use these breaks to step away from your desk, stretch, or take a quick walk. Stay active. Incorporate some physical activity into your daily routine to boost your energy levels and reduce stress. Whether it's a morning jog, a gym session, staying active will keep your body and mind sharp. Get enough sleep. This is so underestimated. Getting enough rest is essential for staying focused and productive, so prioritize your sleep, even if it means cutting back on late-night work sessions. When you are well rested, you're more effective in everything you do. There was a time when you were so focused on growing your business that you started working 12-hour days, skipping meals, and barely getting any sleep. It wasn't sustainable, and you began to feel the effects of it: low energy, irritability, lack of focus. Recognizing the need for change, you started making self-care a priority. You began scheduling breaks, going for a walk after lunch, making time for the gym in the evenings. You also made it a rule to get at least 7 hours of sleep every night. The results were immediate. You felt more energized, your focus improved, and you were able to handle the demands of your business more effectively. It's a good story, right? By taking care of yourself, you become a better leader for your team and clients. Learn how to prioritize what's really important. And if you need help saving you some time and money and help you pay yourself more, you know where to find me. Just schedule a free call, and we're going to see if there's anything I can help you with on the financial side of your business. In the meantime, subscribe to the channel and leave some comments of what videos you would like me to make next. Until next time.